Hello, 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 everybody. It's Lisa Copeland, and it is that time. It is Monday night, 7 Central, 7 o'clock somewhere, but definitely 7 Central. And this is my show, Conquering the Shift. And this is a show that I put together. Not only is it for the EXP agents in our organization, but it is why we chose to do it on Facebook Live is because it's for everybody. It is for every single person who's in the real estate business. Are you in the mortgage business, in the title industry? Are you in the insurance industry? What are you out there doing right now? Are you in the auto industry? Okay, everybody's feeling a shift. And a shift isn't always bad, and we're going to talk about that today. So if you're in the real estate business, or you're on an EXP team, or you know a great realtor, tag somebody, share this out. I've got somebody on my show today who's absolute fire. We've got Lisa Reyes, Charlie Donahue, and Brad Robbins. What? Oh my gosh. I gotta have Brad as my guest sometime. He is doing some big things out in Taylor, Texas. Anyways, so tonight I've got an amazing guest, Miss Daphne Pinkney. Now, Daphne, where do I start about this woman? She's an absolute phenomenal rock star in the real estate industry, but I love her story because she was an independent broker, a very successful independent broker that brought over her entire brokerage. And we're going to talk about that because when you're in a shifting or contracting market, consolidation is good. Melissa Munch, hello, hello. Consolidation is good. She didn't do it to consolidate. She did it to expand. She did it so she could 10x her business, but I'm going to let you tell her story. So I am going to bring on Daphne Pinkney right now.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I am Daphne Pinkney.
Girl, how long does it take you to do that hair every day? You have more hair than I do. And I think that was possible.
It's like 5 minutes. I just take it and I flip it down and then I brush it and then I go. And then it's super big. Girl. You know, I feel like I should be in Texas, Lisa. I love big hair.
I know. I'm just saying,
Absolutely.
Okay. So, this show runs about 35 minutes. So I want to open up with, I want you to tell the Daphne Pinkney story. You were rocking it. You're in Chicago. You had your own brokerage. You guys were selling millions and millions, tens of millions of dollars worth of real estate. You didn't need us. So why did you decide to join us?
Well, first of all, because I wanted to conquer the shift. How cliche. In my brokerage, I had barely owned my brokerage for 1 year, Lisa. I was with the major mortgage company, Wells Fargo, had 417 direct reports, and I just felt like something was missing. So I jumped into real estate, quickly built a team. By myself, I was selling like $20 million. Then I got up to 26 million, 96 units in 1 year. So then right when I got to my 2 years, I said, just get your own brokerage. I opened my own brokerage and it took off, Lisa. Do you hear what I'm telling you? So when the idea was first presented to me for EXP, I was like, no, I just opened my own brokerage. I don't want people to think I quit because I couldn't do it or it was too much. But after following you, following Elena Cardone, following Claudia, and just looking at all the people around us, I say, you know what, Daphne, this is a perfect opportunity to join forces and pivot. So what I wanted to do was, to expand. And guess what? I have my team. Over 80% of my team is producing, and we are capping. I'm about to start over again. My goal is to cap in 50 days, and then I come. But why did I join? I wanted the leverage of my community, which is so amazing. I wanted to have the top-notch training. And then when I found out I can get EXP training plus Grant Cardone's training, Cardone Capital, 10X training, I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. Then I didn't have to do any more payroll. I was like, wait, what? I don't have to do payroll anymore. Then I didn't have to carry the errors and omissions insurance. But one of the biggest things was my people were all over. And so I wanted to be able to have a metaverse. When I saw that we can join anywhere, I didn't have to keep a brick and mortar, have a brick and mortar. I got rid of so many expenses, but then my brand still grew and my profit still grew. So it was like a no-brainer. And then even more importantly, I wanted to be able to have the platform of EXP and the phenomenal dynamic leaders that I had to help me to pivot into the next thing that I wanted to do, which was public speaking, motivational speaking. I had a book that I was writing, and I knew that being associated and aligned with such greatness that I had nothing to lose and so much to gain. One of the things that I teach my kids is we're not trees. We're not deeply rooted. What's the worst thing that can happen? I bring my brokerage over. I hate it. Go back and open your brokerage back up. But I came in, I was committed, and it has been one of the best decisions I've made in my adulthood.
Now, didn't I hear you say that you doubled your production
I
this year?
doubled my production. Yes, absolutely. But you want to know why? Because it took out the stress of owning my own brokerage. It took out the stress of having to have so many meetings. I was able to push them into EXP world for basic training. And then I had more hands-on one-on-one training. I was able to not have to sell so hard because I was making a little bit of what everyone on my team was making. So it made up if I wasn't out there in production. So I didn't have to hit the pavement so hard. And then because I was associated with EXP, I literally quadrupled my listings, Lisa. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Like quadruple. And 1 month I got 11 listings. That never happened when I was the Pinkney Team Realty because no one knew like I was building myself. But when you go to EXP, 84,000 strong, it's like, oh, you're with EXP. I trust you. So my listings just went. So I went from 20 to 26 million. And even in this downcline right now, I will hit over 30 million. And with my team, we'll probably do about 50 million this year.
I am so proud of you. And how many
Thank you.
people do you have on your team?
So right now I have 16 people on my team, through my team and through my downline. And after I have my next event, I'm going to go full speed ahead into recruiting. So what I wanted to do was bring my team over, get them acclimated, get everyone producing, get everyone capping, and then
right.
join our team. Absolutely. Yeah. Like we Icon, we Cap, we're there, we're at EXPCon. We are not just talking about it, we're all about it. And if we can do it, you can do it too. So that was my approach.
I love it. So I see our good friend Michael O'Malley has jumped on.
Hey, Michael O'Malley. He was so instrumental in bringing me in. Every question that I had, even if it was the same question 5 times, Michael was there. And he was such a large role in how I got there because I knew that I could have immediate access to someone that knew EXP inside and out. Thank you so much, Michael O'Malley.
Michael O'Malley is the bomb.
Isn't he the bomb?
So anyways, so everybody, this is me today. It has finally started raining in the great state of Texas. And funny story. So Daphne, you guys probably do not have armadillos in Chicago.
No armadillos.
Mm-hmm. So I back up to a ranch, my house, the one I live in. I have a ranch, but then I back up to a ranch. It's like we just don't get away from these ranches. And anyways, these armadillos are tearing up our yard, right? And my husband's a freak about the yard. He's a freak about everything being perfect. So anyways, he was out there setting armadillo traps today. We're running around like rain. But you know what it gets down to, y'all? Like we show up every single week. I'll show up for this show every single week, no matter what I'm at, no matter what I'm doing. Even if I've been complete, like y'all, I had wet hair about, I don't know, an hour ago that I had to get.
But it's so beautiful.
Oh, you are too kind. You are too kind. Okay, so for those that are watching out there, okay, I want you all to share this out. We're going to talk about a shifting market. Now, Daphne, I love that you spent many years in the mortgage industry. I did too. That's some of the things that we had in common. Mm-hmm. Take off your realtor hat for a second, because we're going to talk about this shifting market. Take off your realtor hat. From the mortgage side of the house, what advice would you give a realtor watching this right now? Okay, rates are bouncing between 5% and 6%. Like, land board is under 5 though, so that's good. But they're bouncing around. What would you tell an agent out there today, to be able to talk with confidence to their buyers about the shifting market, the shifting financial markets? And then we're going to go back to real estate. But you're such an authority in that space that I would love to hear your advice.
So one of the things, and it's so funny, Lisa, I just did a live on that today where I was telling the agents on my team and other teams, you have to learn enough of the financial to be able to be confident when you're speaking with your buyers. For my realtors that are out there, I tell you, you need to have a Rolodex of loan officers, but I'm going to say get you 1 and 2 and stick with them because they will fight for your team. And then I'm going to tell you you have to be able to know, like I know that right now today rates are 5.6. I know that right now, how many points that are going to be charged. And what I tell them, Lisa, is what we've learned, marry the house and date the rate. So you have to be able to tell your buyers about a buyer's market and a seller's market as far as the rates. So what's the number one thing that I say? I say, you know what? Right now, rates may be 5.6%. However, in the next 12 months, we're going to go into election year, and Biden is going to throw everything but the kitchen sink at us. Rates will drop. First, advise your clients that they're dating the rate. 12 months of on-time payments, you're going to be able to refinance. Then I tell them what you have to realize is that every $10,000 up or down on a mortgage is about $55 to $65 on the payment. What does that mean for your buyer? If your buyer waits for that 3.9 rate, you're going into a bidding war because we will surely be in a seller's market. Everyone will have a pre-approval. Not only will we overbid tens and thousands of dollars, you're likely going to have an appraisal gap. And then I want them to learn what an appraisal gap is. It is where your buyer is promising to pay the difference between what you offered and what the house is for. Now, let's say that's $40,000. And if $40,000 is 4 times $60, that's an additional $240. What does that mean? Let your buyers know. Calculate that payment at 3.9% and calculate it at 5.65. It's probably the exact same payment. So do not let fear stifle you. You are in a balanced market and you will be able to get the lower payment, and it's going to be easier to have a lower principal balance where you can refinance in 12 months, right, Lisa? That's the winning versus having a higher payment with a higher balance and a lower rate, because now you have to pay that balance down.
Ooh,
then I go one step further. And I say, what does that mean for you guys? If you can get that house at a lower principal balance right now, right? And then we get the lower rates in election year, prices are going to spike back up. After 12 months of on-time
payment. Guys, the minute these rates go down, the minute on the house prices.
And guess what that means for your buyers, realtors? Yeah. You're going to educate them. That now means that you're likely going to have 20% equity if you're in a market like me that most of my buyers cannot put down 20%. So then from my lender hat, I go to explain PMI and how not only after 12 months of on-time payments, you'll get a lower rate, but you'll also likely be able to have 20% equity and get rid of that PMI. So I'm telling you, learn how to calculate those payments, learn how to speak like a loan officer, partner with a loan officer that will piggyback and tag team with you, jump on that phone and over explain why it is so important to move now versus then. Let me tell you, lower principal balance, higher rate, you can refinance down, winning. Higher principal balance, lower rate, you still have to chip away at that principal balance no matter how those rates go. That's my lender hat.
Well, and guys, my husband just locked one in yesterday for a client of mine. If you've got a client who's 100% disabled veteran, 4.65 with the Texas Land Board. Okay. So, you don't always have to go VA. Like, you have to really dig into these deals, right? So Land Board is less expensive. It's about 0.5 point lower if it's a disabled veteran. 2-1 buy downs. We haven't talked about those in a million years. We haven't had to, but those are available on FHA. Girl, but like now, a 2-1 buy down's not a bad deal, right?
It's not a bad deal because whose situation doesn't improve in 2 years? Like, you have to be able to explain that. Go to your coffee shops with your loan officers and have them explain it. And if you're not confident explaining it, get them on the line, invite your buyer out if you're local, and just make sure that we're giving them the best product, not the first product.
That's it. Yes, girl. Okay, so now pivoting off of mortgages, just because you had such a big background in that, but putting on your realtor hat, what are some of the strategies that you and your team are going to use? You're sitting in the heart of Chicago. Chicago probably gets hit pretty hard when times get hit. A lot of us do, right? But I would think some of your bigger cities, Chicago, New York, just some of your really big metros, and so what are some of the strategies that you would like to share with all of our EXP team that is watching this or will catch us on the replay, or just realtors out there that may not be with us, but what strategies are you
my
using?
Realtors, kind of just like when I was wearing the loan officer hat, the mortgage hat, get to know your products and services. Because if you come up, there's like churches and liquor stores, there's a realtor on every corner, right? So what separates you from Daphne Pinkney and Lisa Copeland is your knowledge.
Lightning's not going to strike us right now. Okay.
I know, right? But it's
liquor stores.
So I'm going to tell you to get to know your product. 2, I'm going to tell you that social media is your friend. Out of sight is out of mind. You have to market, market, market. And because we're in the industry that if we're not making money, we can't spend money. It is the free and the fastest way of advertisement that you will come with. 3, I'm going to tell you to get out and network amongst your peers. Because if we get, even though we have to present all the offers to our buyer, right? They're looking to us for our expertise. If there's 4 offers the same and they know me because I'm out at the meet and greets and at the local National Association of Realtors, they're going to say, I know Daphne, she works with Lender X. She's going to get her buyers to the finish line. I'm going to tell you to make sure you have a rapport with your clients. Don't just be another client. If you're tagging on their Facebook or their Instagram and you're checking in with them through the process, they will trust you if that loan starts to go downward, and they will stay with you and be able to go through options, especially if you have a non-responsive lender. So it's more important now than ever to connect with your buyers and they feel like they know you as a person. Kind of like Cheers, you want to go where everyone knows your name. You want them to say, I know Daphne cares. I know that she's not about the, chasing the money. She wants to do the best thing. And then with EXP agents, it is so important to leverage the training so that you can come back and be able to give it to them and to be able to use that name recognition. I throw EXP out every time I'm going for listings. You have to go to listings to buy.
I mean, we are a global company. We're the largest independent. Like, you look at some of our competitors, Compass, that lost 100 million last quarter, that, and now all the money that they paid to bring people in, either they're pulling it back or they're not paying it anymore. Yeah. Where our company's debt free and made $1 billion last quarter, right? So, those are the kind of things that no matter what company. So let me just say this, because this is an EXP training, but it's open to all realtors. Let me just say this: know your company's stats, right? So Daphne, don't you think it was more powerful? And again, no disrespect, but it'd be just like me opening a brokerage today. I would not be able to go in and sit in front of a client and say, I'm a global company with 84,000 agents, referral sources, and we're debt free, and we made $1 billion last quarter.
Absolutely.
We made $1 billion. Okay. So that shows that we have got stability. We've got infrastructure. We've got support. We've got a referral network. We have a marketing department. We have a legal department. Like, don't you worry. You list your house with me. I got you. Right. I got you.
I think being with EXP is absolutely, that has quadrupled my listing business. Out of the 96 loans I closed last year, Lisa, 77 of them were purchases. I was on the buy side. This year, I'm about half and half. And then I know that it's because I've been with the EXP for almost a year, and I have that name recognition, and I know the stats, and I throw them out there. And then I go, and then when people are relocating here, we can put it on EXP. And because we're licensed in all 50 states and 22 countries, people from all over the world that are coming, so we can be with the relocation programs. So those are the different type of tools that you pull out when you have to give your sellers the with them. What's in it for me? Global recognition, notoriety, access from all over the world, 84,000 agents.
Debt-free company, the whole bit. Publicly traded. Yeah. No, I love that. Okay, so people are probably just so in love with you right now. And they're like, God, this girl's amazing. So recently, you asked me to speak at an event that you're putting on in Chicago, and I could not say yes quick enough. Because I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of, and I'm going to get the website because I'm going to run it across here. What is that website, Daphne? And then I'm going to have you tell everyone about it.
It is mydoover.com, www.mydoover.com.
Okay, so once I put it there, let's see, My Do Over. Okay, so now I can put it up here. Lost you again, sister.
Okay, let's see. Where am I going? Can you see me? Okay, there it is.
Yep. Oh, Daphne, I have to show you what came in the mail for me yesterday, because I know you're an icon agent also. But I got my icon award. Oh, go! Come on! Let's just do a little icon model here.
Yes.
Yeah, and if anyone's wondering, this is, what is it? 0.3%.
It is 500,000 in gross income, or like it turns out to be like 30 units sold or something like that.
Yeah, so I was more on the
income. It means greatness. That's what it is.
Yes, it is. But that also puts us, you and I both, in the 0.5% of all real estate agents nationally.
So I can read something.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, but that puts you and I in the top or 0.5. That's less, top 0.5, less than 1% of all realtors nationally can earn icon status. It doesn't matter what company you're with. Because the stats are the stats. So I feel like you and I are, we're kindred spirits. You and I are both big production people. We, and guys and gals, I mean, that icon award, that is a personal production award. I don't even have any buyer's agents. I've got 866 agents on my team, but all of that was done by me, one deal at a time. So, and I know it's the same for you. So,
So Lisa, I want to real quick, when I asked you to read it, I want you and all of the listeners to hear why I am so passionate about the event that I asked you to speak to. So I want to read my mission statement to you guys.
Please,
when people ask, what is my do-over and why you need a do-over? My do-over exists to inspire you to live your best life, to love yourself, to break generational curses and to break the cycle, to forgive yourself, to treat yourself the way you deserve to be treated, and to believe in yourself again or for the first time, helping you to design and to create the life you've always yearned for, not as it is today, but what it can be, invoking hope, encouragement to dream, and to remove limitations because everyone deserves a do-over. And I wrote that over and over and over again because if we can teach people how to remove limitations, how to believe in themselves, how to think of the life that they want, and then go about creating it, then that's how you get the Icon Awards. And then that's how, this is another one of them, Lisa. This is how you, when you take it and you pivot to something else, how you're on the front pages of the LA Style magazine with Oprah Winfrey and all those people. So you use this platform, this community, to build your confidence, to build your exposure, to build your training, to build your knowledge, to build your notoriety. And then you can start having multiple streams of income, your real estate, loan officer, speaking, books, whatever else it is that you want to do. I love this community.
Oh, and we love you. Okay, so we've got about 8 minutes left. I want you to talk about, first of all, anybody out there that follows me, I'm going to be in Chicago on September 16th because I have been honored to be asked to be one of the keynote speakers along phenomenal humans, Stormy Wellington, Claudia Hibbert-Smith, of course, Daphne.
Blair.
Who?
Ryan Blair.
Ryan Blair. Again, I don't know all the speakers, but I know that when I was asked, and guys, I very seldom say yes. I'm busy. I've got all these corporate speaking things. But you know what? The second Daphne asked me, my immediate was yes, because she's got such a heart to change her community, to change the way people think, the way people live, the way people interact together. How are we going to bring people together on planet Earth if we don't show up and be the change, right? And be the change. And talk about our do-overs. And you and I, girl, we've had a lot of do-overs in life.
We've had a ton of do-overs, Lisa.
Yes,
from career change to career change, marriages. You just moved to Texas. I moved from Texas about 10 years ago, just starting over in life and homing and location, companies, my brokerage is over. That was another reason I wanted a do-over, to be able to pull agents from all across the world globally and give them my training, be able to interact with them without having to be licensed with EXP in this state, licensed with the Pinkney team in this state, licensed with Compass. That is another beauty of this. Not only are we licensed in all the states, if I get licensed, I don't have to switch company. I just switch my designated managing broker. That is a do-over. That is huge to not have to go through so much red tape, Lisa. It just gets better and better.
So I've got the website up. It's mydoover.com. It's right here across the screen. I'm going to be there. I want you to give everyone your vision. Like what are they going to learn at the Do-Over in Chicago, Illinois, where I will be there on September 16th. And do not think I will not be out shopping Saturday morning in downtown Chicago.
And it is on the Magnificent Mall. So when you walk out, there's Bloomingdale's, there's every high class store. You go down a little bit, there's
it's going to cost me a fortune.
Yes.
It's going to cost me a fortune.
Oh my God, it's going to be. But this is what I envision, Lisa. So I assign every person a word to build off of. And so when you look at do-over, it's restart, recharge, redirection. Your topic is live on purpose. So you're going to go. So for my topic is redirection. So I will talk about redirection in business, redirection in blended families, redirection in your marriage, redirection in your faith, redirection in every stage in your life. And then I will bring it all together. Ryan Blair is talking about life after grief, and how he sold the largest multi-level marketing company for $784 million just a couple years ago, Visalis. So he's going to talk about how he sold that company, had billions, lost it all, and to build it all, how he went into hibernation. A lot of people don't know how to resurrect their self after grief to be able to continue to build your legacy. So you're going to learn how to build your legacy after grief. You're going to learn how to repivot. Jennifer Hernandez is coming from being a single mother, being a drug dealer, being addicted to drugs. Like, her story is so amazing. And then just waking up one day and taking the principles to be able to apply. And then we have Tara Delamy. She is the psychoanalyst for the NFL. So she's going to teach you how to do breathing methods and all different types of methodical ways to get out of your way. So if she can teach the football players how to shake it off and go and get themselves tussled all around, she's going to show you how to beat the tussle in life and how to apply all those different things. Stormy Wellington is going to come, and she says,
who just raced Grant Cardone's 10X stage. She was the only woman.
She is a huge speaker. She is going to talk about elevation, and how, even though she's a millionaire, how you just never stay satiated and never stay satisfied, and how it is our responsibility, because we're responsible for so many people, to continue to invest in yourself and to learn. And you should see her topics, like she's the preliminary. It is amazing. Well, you're going to learn how to recruit as an EXP agent. Claudia Ann Hibbert Smith is one of the fastest growing recruiters in all of EXP. And in addition to recruiting the fastest out of most people that we're associated with, she'll teach you how to attract and influence and recruit. Her and her husband own an all-boys school. She's going to teach you, and then she has something like 100 doors. So she's going to teach you how to invest, teach you how to start whatever the extra programs you want, teach you how to influence, and then how to balance. She has 2 kids under 2. And she's a top recruiter. She has
Legend and Legacy. Do you not love those names? Legend and Legacy.
Isn't that crazy?
He's not lined up to run the world someday. Oh,
absolutely. So the speakers are going to come, and then I have my 25-year-old daughter teaching younger people how, when you get out of college and your career that you thought you were going with just doesn't work, and how you have to pivot and start over and be okay with saying, okay, Dad, I know you just paid for this degree in psychology, but I'm not going to go do that. I'm going to go be a realtor. And another daughter who has her license under 9 months. She's licensed in 2 states, and how she went about her do-over after college when it just wasn't cutting it. So we have so many amazing speakers that are just going to tell you how to shift, pivot, increase, and redirect in every facet in your business, life, marriage, faith, so on and so forth, because everyone really does deserve a do-over. And if some people say, I don't need a do-over, then we're going to call it a do it up, to escalate, to level up, as Elena and I like to talk about. Do-overs has a negative connotation, like a second chance. That's not always what it means. We're going to show you how to level up in every aspect. Elena says that every time that she takes that Bay Mastermind, she learns something new, and she's a billionaire. You have to be able to be teachable so that you can continue to increase and elevate.
Dang. Okay. So the only person that is not on that lineup that we need to get there.
I know, we're manifesting it right now.
She needs to come.
Elena Cardone, we are manifesting you to that stage. I told you before, I said, Elena, we have 8 speakers. I am not adding another speaker, because that last space is for you. We need your grace, your beauty, your
told her that?
How to build an empire on my do-over stage. It does not get any better than that.
Well, I will help you with that one. We'll just see what her schedule looks like. She might be in Italy, though.
She's supposed to be, but I'm believing, without it being something catastrophic, that all of a sudden she's available.
Okay.
Because we're going to learn how to build an empire on that stage, and how to conquer the shift, and how to live on purpose, and how to redirect, and how to brand. We're going to teach you how to brand. One thing that my team and we're really good at is branding and marketing and getting your name out there. We're going to tell you all these amazing things. Absolutely. How to train your team up, how to keep them motivated. You have to treat it like corporate America, a positive workplace environment. I went out today. For everyone, go follow me at Daphne Pinkney Realtor on any platform. But on Facebook, you'll see a live where I took one of my team members into the new subdivision, Lisa, and taught her how to go live in there. And I taught her how to talk about 40% of the business and the house, 25% of herself, another 25% through her kids in there, bring it around to the industry and the mortgages that ended with the house. And so when we left there, I already have like 5 new people wanting to go out and see the new build. So we're going to teach you how to elevate, how to cap as an EXP agent. I'm going to teach you how to go about iconing and to how to have a schedule and a target, because you can't just go at it blindly. So I know that on September the 1st, I start over. I can guarantee you by my birthday, November 12th, I will have capped. And by the end of the year, I will have icon. The fastest within 4 months. And I'm going to give you a prescriptive plan on how to go about doing that. Repeat icon.
Girl, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I cannot wait. Okay, so if you are halfway excited about anything you heard today, if somebody invited you to this call, if you're watching the replay, reach out to them. If you want to work on Daphne's team, reach out to her, because guess what? Daphne's on my team. So if you're out here and you're watching Daphne right now and you love us together, go under Daphne and you're still on my team.
And you're still on Lisa's team, who's on Sharice's team, who's on Brian's team. Like, this is the most powerful leadership and lineup that you can absolutely positively get. I'm going to get it that way, that you can get. And I'm telling you guys.
Uh-oh, I think I lost Daphne. Well, anyways, y'all, she's an absolutely phenomenal human being. She's become a very, very good friend of mine. She's completely amazing. She's a real estate expert. She's a business builder. She's a badass. Like, let's just be real. So I very seldom say yes to all the invites I get to get on an airplane. But this time I said yes, because I believe in her and I believe in her team. I believe in her mission. I believe in the do-over. I believe in everything she's doing. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to support my girl in Chicago. And I hope I see you guys out there September 16th. Go to mydoover.com and get your ticket, get your seat. And I hope I get to see you in Chicago. But if not, I will at least see you next week. And next week, I've got an amazing woman as my guest, Christine Ong Cothran. And she is, oh my God, like, again, I only bring on top producers, pretty much top producers, top integrity, top everything. Christine is an absolute fireball out of Scottsdale, Arizona. She's got a really incredible story. She's a third generation immigrant. Well, third generation Arizonan, if I said that right. But her family immigrant from China, and her story is phenomenal. And she is absolutely crushed the game. She's a strategist. She's brilliant. And we're going to talk about with her how to use your community, the people that you're working with right now, your passions, your focuses, and things like that, and how to build an empire with what you've already got going on. Anyways, I hope you all have a fantastic week. If you're interested in knowing more about eXp Realty, reach out to myself, reach out to Daphne, or reach out to the person who invited you to this, because, together we are going to build the largest, strongest real estate team on planet Earth. We've all said it out loud into the universe, so you can't stop us. All right, I hope you all have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.